I'm your
Peace.
host, Y Slice. We got Just P and
Peace.
L1, both Zulu Kings, both Shaka Zulu. Peace. Real
Peace.
quick, um, Mob Deep's Infinite just dropped this past Friday, and we wanted to give our review, our reaction toward it. Um, we're all from New York City. We all grew up listening to Mob Deep. So, what's your first reaction towards Infinite?
I was surprised. Like it was far greater than I expected. I expected it to be good, but I thought it was a lot better than I even thought
I
it to
agree.
be.
You do you like for me when it comes to Mob, especially Prodigy, like Havoc has always been kind of the same as far as like skill level and he makes beats and rhymes. Where Prodigy was like super heralded and kind of dropped to me around like when Jay Z kind of got at him or like after
And for
Infamy.
me, and for me, yeah,
Right. So, but then he
mm,
kind of turned it back around when he got with Alchemist, right? So,
yeah, right,
to me, this album is like the best of that type of Prodigy, and then a maybe even more surprising, like a little better than that. So I was surprised because it's what they would be if he was still around at their height, but maybe a little better. There's certain beats and certain songs that definitely surprised me. So I like it a lot.
yeah,
I definitely like it a lot.
Or
yeah, yeah. I feel the same. I feel the same. Yeah, he did kind of drop off during Infamy, but he kind of like got it right back with America's Nightmare as far as Mobb Deep is concerned. But his solo
hmm
work with Al was always crazy, from HNIC all to Albert Einstein, Return of the Mac, and those joints. But
yeah.
yo, man, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a favorite song yet, but watching the video of Down for You, like I watched it like I think it dropped Saturday maybe. Think it
Mhm.
dropped Saturday, right? So, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it at work on my break and almost actually shed a tear. Like, I got kind
hmm
of emotional when how they did like Prodigy's verse. You know what I'm
And he
saying?
was
Yeah, with
faceless
like blanking
too.
out. Right, faceless on
Yeah,
most
that
of
hurt.
it. Or
Yeah, that hurt.
yeah, it was like it's eerie hearing his voice, knowing that he's been gone for a couple of years now. But
Right.
like when you hear the music, it's like he's still here. I'm saying because
hmm
it's verses we never heard of. Everybody
Well,
like with like post their death, lyrics like Biggie, Born Again, we heard most of those rhymes,
right,
majority of
right.
those rhymes. Some of the Big L stuff we heard. That's why I'm
hmm
kind of anticipating this new Big L album on Mass Appeal because I want to hear like the unreleased verses, right? But with Prodigy, I remember Have saying on one of these interviews, it might have been either Drink Champs or Breakfast Club because they're doing a press run. He said one of those verses is like almost 20 years old, 15, 20 years old, and you
mm
can't even tell.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You can't even
right,
tell at all. Like I
right.
like there's one song, I forgot the name of it, where him and Have is going back and forth. And I
hmm
like the way they did that. Um Songs like My Era is
That
dope
was
because he
that was
shouting
real
out
good.
everybody.
All
But
the
I
greats
think
from
and
that time,
right
right?
from that era, right, from New York City rather. You know what
Right,
I'm
right, right,
saying?
right,
From
right.
from
Yeah,
from his era. No, but
yeah.
he mentioned he
Snoop, he
mentioned
mentioned
some
Snoop.
other he mentioned
He
Snoop
mentioned Snoop.
Pop, I
You know what I'm
believe.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, but like those three joints with Nas and even with Down for You, same beat on the
hmm
remix, just
hmm
they replaced Georgia Smith with her, but all three of them have different verses.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like incredible. It's kind of like listening to "The World Is Mine" all over again. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? With the three of them going like, yo, it's crazy, man. The album is dope. I've been listening to it ever since Friday. Ever since
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
dropped, I've been listening to it like nonstop, man. It's crazy. I even let my
What,
wife head down for you.
yeah, my too. My wife just watched the video with me, and
Right,
she
right,
liked
right,
it a lot too. She was like,
right.
"Yeah, that joint is dope."
Hmm.
So that was a great pick for a single, like something for the
Hmm.
ladies, something for the,
Hmm.
what I mean, something
Hmm.
smooth, something smooth.
Have killed
Um,
that too. Have
yeah, he
have
did,
have set that. I
he
mean, all
did.
all three of them
All
ripped it, but
yeah,
the way
all
have
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. He
have
set the
killed that.
tone. He set the tone.
Yeah,
He set the tone.
yo,
You know what I mean?
and I was listening to have talk on he was speaking on one of these interviews and he was like, yo, when people started naming him like just basically the producer of Mobb Deep, he took offense to it because like he said he was writing his heart out on a lot of these on all of the records, you know what I'm saying? Like cuz he's talking
Hmm.
about his life, he's talking about stuff he's seen and I always liked Have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
From
me
the
too.
beginning I liked Have.
Yeah,
But I noticed like even with his solo album, his pen stepped up because I
yeah.
bought the Kush and
13, he wilded out
13,
on
13.
13.
Yeah, he wilded out on 13
His pen is
and on
immaculate on 13.
right. And the silent partner with him and Alchemist. I don't know if y'all heard that,
Yeah,
but the
yeah, yeah,
silent
yeah.
partner with him and Alchemist is crazy.
Don't
He
have got the
he
joint with Styles P also, like the the
yeah, he
the
got the
the
joint
joint
with
now.
Styles P too.
That's a,
Yep,
that's a
yep,
that's
yep.
solid
And he
work
got a
too.
I think he has a joint album with Flea
Yeah,
Lord too. Then he
Yeah,
yeah,
he
that
got
joint with
yeah,
Styles P came out like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
yeah, like
Yeah,
three, four
it's
years ago,
dope.
something like
It's
that.
dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's dope. Infinite man, they sent P off right.
Yeah.
They
Yo,
sent them off right.
speaking of Have, because like I think a lot of people sleep on him for his rhymes. He's heralded, like you said, for his beats, but I don't think he's a lightweight of of course he's not Prodigy, right? Like I don't think he's on
Mm,
P's level, but Have is way respectable. His pen is amazing in its own right. And to me, he's one of my top three producers. I think from what I heard, Have got a joint album coming out with Method Man also. So I'm looking
yeah.
forward to that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Cause
Hmm.
like to me, RZA's my favorite producer in hip hop, and Havoc probably is like number two for me. So like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? To
Same.
hear
Pretty much
Method
same.
Man, to hear Method Man all these years on RZA and now to go with Havoc, like I'm excited to hear that. You know what
Oh,
I mean? But
well,
mhm.
he's actually Method Man got a song they what's
yeah,
it
they got a
called? Blunt Wounds and Bullet Scars on
yeah,
Silent Partner, and that
yeah,
joint is crazy.
Right,
they got a song.
It is crazy. I do have one critique, if I may, even though it's not like a bad critique. I want an infamous Mob on the album.
right,
And the
right.
daughter. I heard the daughter was supposed to be on the album. She was working on the album with them, and
Yeah,
then
I heard
they
she
Word.
was working on it, but
she's doing
maybe it
some
didn't make it. Maybe it might have got submitted too late. Maybe I
word.
don't know.
Or
Everybody,
Santana Fox is all
sample
right.
issues,
She's
sample
she's very.
she
issues.
can rap and she does beats too. I think she did a
Yeah,
beat on
what she did
Bernadette
on
on
the
Bernadette's
Bernadette
album.
album,
Yeah,
yeah, which
yeah.
was fire.
But she could rap though. She could
No,
rap. I'm not.
she's very.
His son raps too, but I don't think his son takes it that serious. Young
His son,
Prodigy. He was on
yeah,
one of Flea Lord's albums.
Oh,
yeah, I
word?
think his name is Shaka
Yeah.
Johnson, his real name, I think, according to the book, if
Yeah.
you recall.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
Because he after have, but because they call Havoc Shaka.
right,
His
right,
name is Kiwan Muchita, but they call him Shaka. But
right.
yeah, I was for Miss Mob just because I mean you got Rapinoid on there and that beat is crazy. Mobb.
Yeah,
That beat
yeah.
is that's a typical that beat right there is typical Mob and Rapinoid. Like if you
Yeah.
listen to the have produced it, like that's typical. That's something Noid like you can hear Noid on there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
So
I that's the only critique I have. If there was any, I
Alchemist,
think.
what y'all think about the Alchemist joints that he produced? I think he did like four joints on the
Yeah,
album.
yeah, yeah.
Gun
Come on. Yeah, Gunsmoke is
gunfire is
crazy. Yeah,
gunfire
Gunfire, crazy.
gunfire. That shit is crazy.
He
That's
did
my
my
favorite
era
joint.
too. He did my
Right.
era too. Yeah.
Yeah. You
They
know what's
sound
my
like
favorite? No, go ahead, P. No,
well,
go,
like
you got it.
because the Alchemist is like the ill producer now. He got like a whole crazy like chamber, and then
Mhm.
you don't necessarily like in that little run. Like when to me when Alchemist was doing the mob stuff, he's kind of different now. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't
Mhm.
really the mob. But then to hear the Mob on them Alchemist beats now is kind of crazy because I haven't heard them on like none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty dope. Even though I do like the Havoc beats better though. I was really surprised by the
Right.
Havoc.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah. Now have a yo.
No, go
Um.
ahead.
No. You know why I say, and this is why I'm saying that I wanted IM3 to be on there because of Big Twins, like his pen game, like really stepped up his music, his pen game, and he's been with Al. I think he moved to LA actually, Big
Yeah,
Twins,
Mhm.
yeah,
and he be
yeah.
with Al and
Mm-hmm.
doing work with Al and like on those yacht series that Al put
Mm-hmm.
out, um, and his own stuff. And he's been jumping on a lot of features with people, and just hearing Big Twins. I haven't really been following Ty Nitty and Godfather Part Three
Godfather.
like that,
Mhm.
but um Twins, Big Twin, and he used to be he's on all of Prodigy's joints.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's on basically all of them. He's on
Mhm.
HNIC 1, 2. I believe
Yeah.
he's on 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They don't.
saying? I think he's on
I,
Albert Einstein.
I don't think they're together like that. Twin definitely lives in Cali, and he's running
Hmm.
around with Movement, Dirty
Wow.
Diz, Chain,
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm pretty.
right. He's with Dirty Diggs and them. Right, 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 right.
He's
Yeah, I don't
fire.
think they're a group no more, but I think they could have got verses from.
And Ty Nitty is trying to do something called Love and Loyalty, but it's not picking up like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's been,
Yeah,
but he's
he's
still
been on that.
he's been on
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? But it's
yeah. I thought him
it's
and Capadonna had a group, and
maybe.
they were supposed to come out. They did. It was called the Quran.
Oh yeah,
Ironically, it was called the Quran, right? And they were supposed to do something because the link between Iron Sheik.
mm-hmm.
Iron Sheik is like has the bridge between Wu Tang and Mobb Deep. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So they were supposed to do some stuff, but overall, man, Infinite is that joint with the clips is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That joint is crazy.
What about that
Yo,
joint, Mr. Magic? That
that's
joint is
fire
crazy.
too. I love my Mr.
Fire.
Magic.
That's just
Yeah,
fire. That's my
yeah,
second
nah.
favorite joint on there.
I like the
The
joint that
the
goes on, right? That joint is
what
pretty
goes
tough.
yeah, clear Black Nights. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. The joint with I like the joint with the clips because just for Pusha to get on and be like, yo, I'd rather rhyme with your spirit than them other niggas. 10, 10 years from now, question is who was them niggas? You know what I'm
Word.
saying? Like,
Word.
because like you heard him say on Drink Champs, like Mob Deep over everybody.
Yeah.
You know
Word.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like he said that, like Mob Deep
Yeah.
over even over the clips. He's like Mob Deep over everybody. So I think they were
Yeah.
hyped to be a part of the
Yeah.
project
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
like actually
That's
have their
dope.
vocals on with Prodigy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, they killed that too. The whole album is. I don't. It's not one skip for me. It ain't one
I
skip.
I got a question for y'all though. Like, so now we heard Infinite, right? I think it's like the ninth or tenth studio LP. Like, where do you squeeze this in on their catalog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of joints now. Like, you know what I mean?
I gotta listen to everything again.
Yeah.
Because I'll let you
Mm,
go, P. But um,
Well, go
to
ahead.
me, like I could listen. I think Infamy is their weakest output, right?
hmm
For me, for me.
I'd agree with
Um,
that.
but it wasn't whack though.
It
You know what
wasn't.
I'm saying? Like it wasn't whack. It just Prodigy
Still
was
got
all
some
over the
bangers.
place. Yeah, and they got burned. That was a dope single. They got burned. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
learning or burn, whatever you want to call it.
Burn, right, is what I think
Yeah, I
most
mean,
of
but
us
it's
call it.
called the learning, but yeah,
Yeah.
burn in parentheses, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, they got joints on there, and they got pray for me, right? Yeah, pray for
Pray
me
for
with
me is
Lil Mo.
fire.
That
And then
joint
they
is a
got the
fire
joint
song.
with 112. Oh, is that what the
Yup,
hell they got
it's
a
on there.
joint?
Yup,
Yeah.
yep, yep,
Right. That's
yep,
a pretty
yep,
big
yep, yep.
record. That's a
Yeah,
pretty
they
big.
got
There's some
they
big
got some
records on
joints
there.
on there. But
Right.
Prodigy was like I said, I feel he was too focused on Dis and J, and it kind of took
Sidetrack.
away,
hmm
right? It kind of took away from the album. So I give that their weakest effort, right? But then you got Free Agents, which is
It's
like that
crazy.
joint is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's
it's hard
crazy.
for me to rank. It's hard for me to rank the
America's
albums.
Nightmare is crazy
Yeah,
too.
yeah, the infamous.
Mm.
Well, if you want to count Juvenile Hell might be the weakest effort.
That's true.
If you want to
Yeah.
count that, and
Right,
then
because
Infamy.
we always overlook it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's
We
actually
often
their first
overlook it.
album. That's their
You
first
know,
album.
I'll put it right. I'll for me, right, I'm gonna put Infamous, Hell on Earth, Murder Music, um, no, I'm gonna put Infamous, Hell on Earth, America's Nightmare, Murder Music, and I'll put Infinite right there. You know what I'm
What about
saying?
Free Agents
I
though?
I like Free Agents, but it's not an official album. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's not even listed as an official album.
It's not. You
It's
can't
not.
even stream it. You can't because they
Is
were
it
literally
right?
free agents. They were free
But
agents.
if it was Free Agents, the double disc joint, I'll put that on my top, two, three, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that good.
Wh-
You
What
know what I'm
about you,
saying?
P? Where
I
you
mean,
ranking it, P?
I like it. I think it's the best of them different Prodigy albums. So like the Gene era, all those albums. I think this one's better than that. So to me, maybe like the infamous Hell on Earth, Murder Music, Free Agents is in there regardless because it's
Yeah,
dope.
free.
And then maybe this one, yo, and Infamy, yo, that might be it. This is like I don't know, maybe like top five, bottom five, maybe right or six. It's definitely like
It might be top five. Yeah,
yeah
I would put it up there.
yeah at the low five
That's
type shit.
if you really think about it, for a legendary group that we all, I think,
Yeah,
had in the, like, when we did the duos. I don't even know if P made that episode, the top, duos. I mean, right? I think we
Yeah.
were one and two, Mob Deep or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like,
they're dope.
to have that catalog and to say that this album, what is it, 30 years? It's really 32 years after they debut, because Juvenile Hell came out 93, Infamous
93.
came
Yep.
out
Yep.
95. So we're talking a 32-year span that you could throw, and a member,
And they
one
got
half of the
solo
group
albums.
passed away already. Right. Right.
And they got
And
their
classics
solo
in their
joints.
own rights.
Mm-hmm.
Classics in their
Mm-hmm.
own rights with some of the solos. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, like, it's incredible, man, to have something 32 years into your catalog or your career, and say this is, one of your top efforts, man. I think that's where everyone should put it. You know what I'm saying?
word,
And it just shows us what we lost in Prodigy, man. One of the greatest, who had, like, and I'll be talking about this with Watt. I talk about it with some of my people off camera. That run that Prodigy had, man, was very few people was in the same, like, stratosphere as Prodigy during that
Mid
time. Like,
mid
he was a
nineties, he
top
was
three
top
MC.
three. Yeah, top three.
mm-hmm,
Top three
They was putting
MC.
them up there with Nas.
Period.
Yo, look
Right.
on the real, when Where I'm From came out, and Jay-Z kind of like slid his name in the hat, who's the illest MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Around that
Hmm.
time, Prodigy was the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dudes was saying who's better, him or Nas at one
Yeah.
point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look
damn,
at,
yo,
even the Mr. Smith album, right? His feature on that shit. Prodigy
Yep.
aired that.
Yep.
Aired that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even
Live
say.
Ninja Rap. Live Ninja Rap on It Was Written.
Right.
He aired that.
That was crazy.
He was airing a
Yeah, he was
lot of
smoking
joints out.
features. It was
He,
dangerous to put him on your album, because, you know what I'm saying, he'll
yo,
smoke your album. You know what
that
I'm saying?
song with him and Nas, Self Conscience on
On the
what's that? The
QB, on the
QB album.
QB,
On the QB
QB,
album?
yep,
What?
crazy. Yeah, he got
What?
busy. He
And
might have got
TikTok.
Nas on
And
that too.
TikTok. Yeah, and
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah,
With him
it's
on
crazy.
Alchemist.
His
Yo,
his pen is
nah,
his pen is
yeah.
not to be taken lightly. You know what I'm saying?
P
P,
was
that's LL's favorite rapper. Like, yo,
yeah,
Ice-T just said that's his favorite group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot
this
of
is
people's
like
favorite
some.
group.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people's favorite groups, man. Like, so it's incredible, man. I'm grateful to,
yeah,
for that to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't expecting it. Be real with you. Like, what's the last album that dropped from them, over 10 years ago? Like, the infamous, what was it called? It was called Infamous Tape or something, or it was something. You know what I mean? It was something that very few people even spoke about. You know what I mean?
word,
So that, yeah, yeah, they had something that came out, and it was kind of flew under the radar. You know, it didn't get that same type of recognition or people talk about it. But a lot of people talking about this right now, as they
Um,
should. You know what I
no
mean?
peace to
Yeah.
Prodigy. Shouts to
Yeah,
Word.
Master.
for real, for real, for real. Word, man. So yeah, for those that don't, didn't check out Infinite, go stream it. The wax is available. You a real fan, go cop the wax joint, get it on vinyl. I don't think the CD's out yet, but we gotta support the greats, man, for real.
The vinyl's out, and that yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's probably true. I
Yeah,
be
yeah.
thinking the digital comes out first now, and then later on, sometimes the
And you know,
physical.
you know what? Before we get off too, let's talk a little bit about Mass Appeal, man. This has been an incredible year for
Yeah,
Nas and Mass Appeal. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like I saw somebody post like, "Yo, Mass Appeal has kind of like brought back real hip hop in 2025." So like I wouldn't not say that they're solely responsible for that because hip hop is never dead. Like it's out whether people don't want to expand and listen to the greatness that's out there. It's a lot of music
It,
out there. But you know what I'm saying? In reference to Mass Appeal, right? We had the Raekwon, we had the Ghostface Killer, we had we got the Mobb
Slick
Deep, we
Rick,
had the Slick Rick, right? We got they just announced Nas and Primo December 25. That's gonna be, you already know that's gonna be crazy. I heard
De
that's
La
wrapped up,
Soul,
finished. De La Soul, Big
mhm.
L on deck
Big
too.
L. Yep.
So you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for all era,
Yo,
this is a
they
real
like
treat.
raucous. They're like the new raucous almost.
Yo, that's a
You
fact.
know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good.
But
That's a
like,
good comparison. That's a good
The thing with
comparison.
Master Appeal, they were doing their thing before Nas got involved. But when Nas
right.
Right.
got involved, even when Nas got involved, like they had Dave East, they had Face Sean,
Mm-hmm,
um,
mm-hmm.
a couple
I
of
forgot
things.
all
But
about Face Sean.
right. But this legend has it is like a ill. This whole bringing the legends back is crazy. And then even I like the Rome Streets and Conductor Williams album. That was on Master Appeal, and I thought that was a good
Oh,
look
Oh, I
too.
word.
didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was on
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's a
crazy.
fire album too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Sure
yeah.
fire.
is.
So, and my thing is like, I mean, not to compare, but it's like Jay Z would never do something like that, yo. You know what I mean? But he gets
Right.
all like
Right. He
kind of,
gets all the accolades and
because I mean, Nas is an ill businessman too, and
mm-hmm.
he's got
Right.
this here with this label, and then he drops albums, which is crazy. Like, there's no excuses because if Nas can do that, I don't understand why other people can't. You know what I'm saying?
I wanna hear Nas and Killer Priest, a Nas and Killer Priest album because they done so much work together
Well,
and
yeah, they
they
got the gun
admire
for
each other.
gun
I
and the
wanna
other
hear
joint.
Crime Cardinals. Yeah, they got some joints together.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
would
with
like to
another
hear
one.
that. I would like to hear
Man,
that.
it would be dope for Killer Priest to get on Mass Appeal himself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
And
what I'm
maybe
saying. Yeah,
maybe have
yeah.
some
Okay.
support, some more like a bigger support, and get, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Because his new album
that
is
would be
fire
good.
too. His new album is fire.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Brackets
yeah.
too.
Definitely should be spoken
That
about. Yeah,
I
that
wish.
joint is
and
good.
and his interview on Doggy Diamonds is good too.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, for
Would you
sure.
say, P?
I wish Rakim would have went with Master Pill. I mean, his
Yeah,
run with M80, but he would have got a bigger look and a better like machine behind him if
you
he
did.
went with
Yeah,
Master.
you did say he was with M80, doing
Yeah,
something with M80. Yeah.
but I mean, you know what
Okay,
I mean?
that's cool.
P,
I'm a,
good looking on sending me that link for the Mass Appeal comic book, the Marvel Mass Appeal crossover with the hip hop, superheroes. I did place my order, $30 cash. I hope it's a good story, cause not to say that I haven't spent $30 on a single comic book, cause I probably spent 150 or so on a comic
oh,
book back in my days, and that was back then. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Yeah, but like $30 for a cover price, that's pretty steep. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's dope. I'm looking forward to that also.
It looked dope.
I
Yeah.
don't like the artwork style, but it's cool that artist is that's how he kind of works. Um, I know that whenever Marvel does something with hip hop, it's a big look.
Who's the writers?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I just know it's a black dude
Because
that
that'll dictate the story.
yeah. The
Whoever the
thing
Right.
writers are.
the thing with the story to me is like it depends because it's like I like they're in the Marvel universe. If it was me, I'd want my character to be like Sam Wilson or Captain America. 40 years later, they're making stories with whatever character I am. You know what I'm saying? I would
Right.
want to see them do things like that, or even within their own Mass Appeal mini universe, they can make like stories and little ongoing series. That would be something to do. But I mean, just to
Mhm.
have collector's items wise is dope. Collector, I mean, I'm pretty sure the story might be something related to hip hop, but it won't be like a great, super crazy, like you know what I mean, comic book story. I mean, maybe it will, but I highly doubt it because I think they're not going to do more things with it. I think it's just like a one off, and that'll be that, which is kind of disappointing to me because again I would want my character to be like a real Marvel character. I wish that was me. I
Yeah.
know you're talking to Kevin Feige like, you're my man. You're gonna have to put me here. You know what I mean? Getting omnibuses,
Word.
novels. I'd be going crazy if they let me in there. Boy, you trying to be on all that, yo. My character
You know
gonna
what that make you know what this makes me think about, man. Yo, wow, what's the brother from Philly? I believe his name. He had the Secret Wars. To the song where he was talking about hip hop dudes versus Spider
Last
Man
Emperor.
and
The Last Emperor.
Last Emperor, right? Yeah. Shout out
Hmm.
to Last Emperor, man. That was a dope two
Hmm.
songs that came out from
Yeah, I had that album. I had
underrated,
that album.
underrated artist. And you know what I'm
He got
saying?
a
Like,
song with Poetic on that album that was fire.
yeah, it's real sad too. Because Poetic
Hmm.
died right after that, I believe, right?
Yeah, he did. He
You know
did.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah,
you
man.
yeah.
know,
Last
Rest
Emperor
in
was
peace.
fire. He was fire. He was
yeah,
dope.
Yeah.
he got some stuff. He be back around. I just heard like the latest drink from him.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know,
like
he's kind. He be he be on some crazy stuff though too.
he be trying
I,
Oh,
around now.
word.
I researched him recently, like a few months ago, and I was like, yo, he's still around. I'm like, yo, he be bugging.
I
He
heard
be
him on rap.
bugging out.
He's
He could
around, yo.
rap though. Nah, he could rap. He nice. He nice.
They got like DMC had his own comic book company, putting comics out, things like that. They
Oh,
got
DMC from like Daryl
yeah,
McDaniels, you're saying? Like Run DMC?
yeah, he's the first, honestly, to me in hip hop to do like comics was DMC. You know what I mean? His
Word.
own book and things. They got like a lot of black comic book companies that look pretty dope, but Marvel is the one. I wish even if DC need to get into hip hop, but more things. I think more hip hop comic related things will happen after this Mass Appeal run. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
All right.
I seen Bernadette Price was at Comic Con with the Sean Price action figure, and that was selling out. You know what I mean? So
That's what's
more
up.
hop things will definitely happen, and that's dope.
That's dope. Image Comics will still exist or nah?
Oh
I think so because
The
no, I
Image?
don't think so.
Because Invincible's Image. I feel
It
like
is.
yeah, Invincible is definitely Image, and
Hmm. I thought it was done.
yeah, I think they might have relaunched or something like that.
Mm.
Word, man. But
Mhm.
yo, that Mob Deep, man. I salute it for real. And I'm gonna keep on bumping it. You know what I'm
Appreciate it.
Word.
saying? Shout out to Havoc.
Hmm.
Long live the memory of Prodigy, Bandana P. You know what I'm saying? One of Hempstead, Long Island, Queens, whatever you want to say he's from. One of the
Hmm.
greats. You know what I'm saying? For real. One of the greats, man. Salute. Salute to Mob Deep, man.
All right, all right.
Um,
Word.
incredible, man. Salute. Peace and love. Spears